Welcome to TJ and Jodi's house.
Hello. We are back after a, what do you call it, a sabbatical, it seems like.
Hiatus.
Yeah. Not a low hiatus, but a high one.
Hiatus.
Because we were gone for vacation, then Memorial Day.
Before that, we
and
had
then our son's
yeah.
graduation.
Yeah, we had a lot.
All of that stuff. So, so glad to be back in our home. Thank you so much for joining us. As usual, we're sponsored by our wonderful, wonderful friends at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Yes.
Now, they really do have something going on. Now, this is a family-owned and operated business, and not just any family, one of the sweetest, nicest families that you would ever meet. And fun family. I think that's what they call them in their neighborhood, the fun family.
The fun family.
But they have a lot of stuff going on for Father's Day, which I'm always glad to see. You know why? Because I'm a father.
They have something. They have one of your most favorite things on sale for Father's Day.
And what is that?
Rocking Adirondack chairs.
Are they rocking or gliding or what?
It says rocking.
Adirondack.
The ones I saw said rocking Adirondack.
I love an
and they're
Adirondack.
on big sale.
See, because I get down in my old back, and there's something about the way an Adirondack chair is shaped that that is just so comfortable to me.
Yep.
And if it rocks,
Yes, it does.
then that rocks.
Oh, wow.
You'll see what I did there? Oh,
That-
God. When I say that this is a wacky, wacky day, I mean it.
That was a dad joke, wasn't it?
And then also they have sale on outdoor furniture of all kinds, right?
Outdoor furniture. They have recliners on sale. They have Was it? What did I say it was? $1,500. It was a
don't
big
know.
deal.
Yeah. Why don't you look it up?
well, you know my
'Cause
brain's not
we got
good.
plenty of time.
You earn up to $1,500 in free furniture with the purchase of mattress sleep system.
Oh. And then that's not outdoor furniture, right?
No, but let me tell you what, your rocking Adirondack chairs were $598. They're on sale for $279.
And that's, it's top quality stuff.
Oh, so nice.
Obviously. And they have a team of designers there to help you with all kinds of things.
Yeah.
But that would be a wonderful gift for Dad. But the thing is that usually you wouldn't get an Adirondack chair for one,
Right.
So the mom's got to get in on it too,
Sure.
somehow or another. Always looking for a handout.
You'd probably put it in our living room.
Yeah, I would.
I figured you would.
Yeah, I mean, as comfortable as those chairs we have in the living room are that we got at Sweet Dreams, I think I could handle an Adirondack rocker better.
Okay.
Wouldn't that look good? Would the team
Great.
of designers there recommend that?
Yeah. Maybe they could get you a nice little pillow that they could throw on that.
So great delivery service, several locations throughout the Lake Norman area, serving all of the Charlotte area as well. And you can go to tjriggins.com/mattress to see all of the stuff that they have and all the big promotions and rebates and all that kind of stuff. Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress sounds like a sweet deal to me. Now, Jodi,
Yeah.
I may be losing my mind, but I don't think I am. I have been hearing, when I was in my office in there a few minutes ago,
Yeah.
and I guess it was yesterday too, or Friday when I
Yeah.
was in there working,
Yeah.
I kept hearing, it sounded like one fly. You know how a fly sounds when it
yeah.
gets in a window or something?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I've only got 2 windows in that room, and I looked, and I didn't find a fly anywhere.
Really?
Then I came out here a minute ago setting up all this equipment in the loft,
Yeah.
and I heard it even louder.
Really?
And so I figure it's in this little room here that we had built for Aiden when he was, younger, for his video games and stuff.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find it in there, and I'm thinking it's inside this wall right here, this part that hangs over.
Okay, well,
so I'm wondering if we have bees or hornets in the wall.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious?
Yeah, because I couldn't find it anywhere. And I'm not hearing it now, of course. That you're up here, you could hear it, but wow. I mean, it was bzzz, like really loud.
Did it sound like one or a bunch?
It sounded like one, but I don't know what a bunch of them sounds like inside of a wall. I just know I've seen that nightmare and videos and stuff.
Well, this was the time last year that we got that big nest on the front of the house that we had to.
So you think maybe it's outside this wall right here?
But see, that's not an outside wall.
No.
That's not an outside wall. I don't think.
Well, maybe I'll take a walk around the house today.
Oh, let's hope not.
I'd rather be out there. I'd rather it be a hornet's nest the size of my truck outside than anything build a nest inside
I
the
know.
wall.
I agree. Man, I hope not. I hope you're so wrong on that.
Well, I'm rarely wrong. You know that.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm doing my second job now. I do the morning show with Riggins and Lindsay and Rob, and I do a night show now on the radio in Charlotte from 7 to 9 every weeknight on News Talk 1110 WBT. And it's not just a full political show, because I do some other things that aren't politics. It's mostly about the culture and things, like the way society is now, and a lot of stuff about how messed up Hollywood people are and all of that. It is my look on things and the different things that are going on in politics and pop culture, without my having to hold back my conservative views.
Sure.
Okay, so that's what it is.
I'm happy you have an outlet. Happy, a daily outlet.
Yeah.
For 2 hours a day. But I listened. It was very good.
Thank you.
And I'm super excited for you. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And I hope you have fun. And it wasn't a full week. How'd you do?
Yeah, because it was Memorial Day Monday, so It was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I did okay as far as, holding up physically.
Sure.
I just hate that drive.
I know.
It takes me an hour to get from where we live in Mooresville, which is north of Charlotte, because the radio station is in the city.
Yeah, we definitely need to move closer to the interstate or something.
I don't know.
I
don't know about that.
Yeah.
But I also get there, since it's brand new, I've been getting there way early.
I know.
So maybe once I get used to it and I see how things are timing out and all of that, I can leave later and it won't take me as long.
Sure. You just got to figure it out because it's new. And even at home, like 2 nights I had to have dinner ready at 4:30.
She didn't have to.
But I wanted to. I felt like I was getting my little child out to school for the first day, especially on that Tuesday. I was like, let me get you a little spaghetti, and I felt like I just need to have everything ready and have you out the door.
I appreciate it.
And then I was gone the next night, so I made sure you had something in the crock pot quickly to go. So we just we all have to get on a system here because, I was thinking about the entire time we've been together, 31 years, almost 32 years.
You hear it?
Oh, I do. It's in the wall.
I know people can't hear it on these microphones buzzing, but it's
in that wall. I wonder if it's in the attic.
Yeah, because there's the attic.
Yeah.
But does it seem like just one? Doesn't it sound like one?
I don't know.
And then it just stopped.
Yeah. Whoa. Sorry about that.
That's all we need, isn't it? To have them come in here and rip out the whole upstairs.
Is insurance covered that?
Yeah, surely it would.
Man. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying? I'm so now
Talking about
getting on a schedule and having food.
Yeah. All of that fun stuff. But
Yeah.
it was weird giving up my Friday nights, because going in and driving into work when everybody else is all like, thank God I'm out of work, it's time to go home for the weekend, and I'm going into it. I'm going into the fire.
Yeah, you are.
That's weird. Yeah, because you were going to say the whole time you've known me, I've been working in the morning.
That's what I was going to say. Whoops. It says squirrel B. We've never had where you work at night. So it's kind of strange. Kind of, but like you go to bed so early. So it's not like we're, doing stuff at night. Now, the Friday night thing, that's a little something that's going to have to get used to.
Yeah, and then I've been on this same routine for so many years because I have this sleeping disorder and I have to be so regimented and I've gotten into this schedule for so many years. I go to bed way before Jodi does. I fall asleep watching TV, the whole routine. So now when I come in, she's in bed watching TV and she's taken over that whole thing.
I did tell him the other night when he came to bed, I said, listen, please, I was about to fall asleep. I said, I'm just going to ask, please don't turn on any killing, crime, whatever, please, to go to sleep because I just can't. I can't do that.
So,
because usually if he had that on, he was already asleep, and then I'd come to bed and turn it off.
But if you're asleep, you don't know what.
Well, if I fall asleep, then go ahead. But if I'm trying to go to sleep, please don't.
Like you don't fall asleep the second you say, "I'm going to sleep."
I don't. Right.
So fast.
Right.
By the time you said, "Please don't turn on crime,"
yeah,
you were asleep.
Yeah. So then go ahead. Yeah, who cares?
All right, hang on. We got more coming up.
More from TJ and Jodi's house coming up.
The TJ and Riggins Show is available to stream every weekday around 7 a.m. Eastern at tjriggins.com. Stream on your phone, on your iPad, in your car, on your laptop at work, or from your smart home devices. And if you can't listen live, that's not a problem. Listen later as a podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Amazon Music, or at tjriggins.com. The Week in Review, Group Therapy, Extra Funny Podcast, the TJ and Jodi's House podcast. So many great things to listen to every day of the week. Listen live or listen later at tjriggins.com. It's easier than ever to enjoy the show. tjriggins.com.
Hey, it's TJ, and the people at Cozy Earth are thrilled with all the people who have bought that bubble cuddle blanket that I've been promoting. And as you know, I get a special discount for you, the highest discount that any influencer gets, which is 41% off when you use the code TJ at checkout. People are also loving the bamboo bedding and pajamas. A lot of celebrities like those, but that doesn't matter. I like them. I'm the only celebrity you need to worry about. Go to tjriggins.com/deals. Use the code TJ at checkout for that big 41% discount on everything at Cozy Earth.
The TJ Riggins 24/7 Carolina stream is available in the Media Center at tjriggins.com. Sponsored by R. Gregory Jewelers in Statesville. Go to tjriggins.com/diamond. At R. Gregory Jewelers, we speak diamond.
TJ and Jodi's house.
Okay, now Jodi is all freaked out because we're hearing the buzzing even more. Trying to figure out if we have hornets or bees or something inside the walls.
Or the attic.
But, I mean, you got to concentrate on the show now.
I'm trying.
You can't.
It's freaking me out.
We got to do the show.
Yeah, okay.
And you need to tell the peoples about you're being a new influencer.
Oh, yeah. So if you go to tjriggins.com/deals, I have put up on there some things I've recently purchased from Amazon. I'm trying to talk to y'all, but that thing is buzzing. It's driving me crazy. So yeah, I decided that I wanted to put some things up. I have people ask me a lot, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? I get a lot of stuff off of Amazon. So I wanted to share a few things that I've bought recently, that I love. So if you go to tjriggins.com/deals, you'll see those.
Okay. So,
one of them I have on now.
It may not be up by the time this airs.
Yeah.
Because it's going up Monday night.
No, the deals are up.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know a lot of women do that, but I don't know how it works.
No,
so.
if you go to that, you see all the things that y'all have, and there's Jodi's stuff there.
Oh,
Jodi's stuff.
Look at that.
And so I have on one of my Jodi stuff. One of my things that.
Now, are those for young ladies? Those slides?
I've seen them in them. And I love them. I wear them at the pool. I've worn them at the beach. I wear them around the house because I tend to get plantar fasciitis. and I have a hard time with slippers because I'm 90. So I wear these around the house, and they feel so
What are they
good.
called?
They're cushion air slides. They look like this.
Are they expensive?
No, I think they're in $27, $28, something like that. They have all colors. I actually bought our little friend Jenny a pair a couple of years ago at they were orange because she loves orange. But they have some. I got the black. I have white. I think I'm gonna buy some pink.
Do they make them for men's?
I'm sure they're cushion air. That's what the brand is. But anyway, it's linked up there. You'll see it. I love them. I live in them. And I made a big mistake. Did not take them to Florida when we went a few weeks ago. We took just flip-flops. Ended up walking. I forget how far I had to walk looking for sunscreen. I ended up with a blister between my toes.
A blister.
And wishing
from the
I had had my
flip-flops.
cushion airs. But they didn't fit my suitcase because I had to take a carry-on because I was told I could only take a carry-on.
Not by me. I don't.
Nope. And then we get there. Well, that's a whole nother story. Oof. I could have taken them. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. So, cushion airs, Jordan airs,
Cushion air.
cushion air,
They are awesome
and
and affordable.
Okay.
All my things are affordable.
Right, and we don't know whether they have men's or not. So,
I'm sure they do.
would men's wear? I would wear those.
Yeah,
I'd wear them.
of course. I love them, and they have so many colors.
I need some new flip flops.
Yeah,
Or I mean, if I had those, I would wear those.
You would
with
love
my,
these.
with my swimsuit and stuff, because I think the flip flops that I wear to the pool and to the beach and all that, I have brown pair and black pair. I think the black pair I've had since, I think when our daughter was in 3rd or 4th grade.
okay, well, it's time to get rid of those.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I know. They're gotten expensive. Like, flip flops are expensive.
You can find, yeah, well, these cushion air aren't.
Yeah, but I mean, you get a pair just like those basic reef ones. You can make $50.
Okay, so prime example, when we were in Florida and I got a blister, I had to get some slides at the store, and they were $50.
Yeah, and they weren't even a big brand.
And I didn't like them as much as these.
Yeah.
So these.
Well, you need to take care of your business. You're just not responsible.
I was responsible.
packing
I just
them
couldn't
what you
fit them
should.
because they're puffy. Oh my gosh, y'all! That whatever's up there is getting crazy.
Hey, if you only listen to the podcast audio most of the time, you may want to go watch the video of this one on the YouTubes and stuff and Spotify and all that, wherever videos are, because. I mean, you can't hear it, I'm sure, through these microphones, but if you're watching us, you can tell as soon as it starts buzzing again because we're freaking out like we're about to get attacked.
It's so annoying. I'd go up there and look, but I'm scared.
I'll go up as soon as we get finished here. I'll go up there with a flashlight.
Okay, but if you open that and then you go up there and they're in there, couldn't they fly down into the house?
Well, if they're up there, no, I was gonna say maybe they could fly down through the vents, but I don't know.
I don't know.
But I'm sure it doesn't cost very much if an what do you call it, an exterminator has to come out here, go up into the attic and take down a hornet's nest or a beehive.
Sure, it'll be great.
Yeah,
Sure, it'll be great.
but that's not buzzing like a wasp. A wasp is more slow.
That might be a carpenter
That
bee.
sounds like that maybe, or a fly, a big fly,
That ain't a fly.
like a giant.
Listen to it. I'm telling y'all, that thing sounds like it's big enough to be carrying a backpack.
Yeah. Well, good news is that it just started. So,
Okay.
but then again, they can build things really
I
fast.
know.
I would hate though. I think more if it's a beehive or bees that have built their hives into the wall, more so than just getting a hornet's nest out of there.
Yeah, I don't know. I will not rest though. knowing this.
Okay.
All right,
well,
fun times.
Let's try to focus on something positive. Let's see.
Eh.
Are we even rolling in this segment? Did I even hit? Yeah, I did. I hit record, so that's good.
We're so professional.
Mm-hmm. Well, what else? I mean, it's been 6 months since we've done a podcast, so what else interesting has gone? Oh, our son graduated college.
Yes.
And
my parents came.
yeah, we were up in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
A bear came up onto the deck that night, like right by the window and all that. That was fun. 2 bears, actually.
Oof, I didn't see it. You and Lainey did, our daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
I
was
didn't
fun.
see it. Yep.
But our son was on the front row
Mm-hmm.
of the graduation thing, and soon he was one of the first to get his diploma. And
He was number 11, to be
Yeah.
exact.
so he goes and sits back down and gets on his phone and starts looking up sports scores and things like that right in front of the Marxist professors on stage, and didn't care, and I didn't care.
Oh, when it was over, I said, really? You were on your phone? He goes, so nobody cared about me graduating. I don't care about them. I was like,
Yeah, he didn't know but maybe one person in his whole graduating class.
Yeah. Because he did online for 2 years, so.
Well, even at that, he lived there 2 years.
And didn't know anybody, yeah.
He didn't hang out
Anyway, it's done. Yay. We've done our duties.
Mm-hmm.
They're grown. They're graduated from college, debt-free, and they can just
Yeah.
do what they got to do.
But it took way too long. The ceremony did.
I agree. It was 2 hours. And they had split it up.
Yeah, in different sessions through the day.
And it was cold and rainy that weekend.
And
It was Mother's Day weekend.
if all those professors and deans and stuff would stop getting up and just patting themselves on the back and giving sales pitches for anybody else in there that wants to, come to college, it would be a lot shorter. There's no need in all that.
Well, they feel it is, so.
Yeah, well, they're
Okay. That's for tonight. At nighttime. But yeah, we did that, and then I think we got back on a Monday. My parents flew out on that Tuesday, and then we left on that Friday for Florida.
Yeah.
Till the following Wednesday. Mm-hmm. So it has been, and then it was Memorial Weekend. It was crazy, and then you had to get onto your new show.
I know.
It has been so insane. And our son's birthday's this week.
Oh, I'm not going to be around for that.
It is. It's Wednesday. Little baby's going to be 22.
Oh, wow. It is, isn't it?
Yeah, he's going to be 22 years old.
Wednesday.
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
And the buzzing continues.
Yes, it's so annoying.
Okay, well, let's take a break. We'll come back with an update on the buzzing next.
More next. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. It's now easier than ever at the homepage. TJRiggins.com. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Okay, everyone, here's a little PSA for you. R. Gregory Jewelers, downtown Statesville, Father's Day is just 2 weeks away. And they're the place you need to go. Because at R. Gregory Jewelers, they not only have women's jewelry, but they have men's pocket knives, they have men's jewelry, they have cool watches. Anything you need, they got you covered. So go to R. Gregory Jewelers in downtown Statesville, and even if your man is like, you know what, don't give me anything, no. He needs something, he wants something, he deserves something. So go to R. Gregory Jewelers, downtown Statesville.
TJ and Jodi's house.
Okay, seriously, Jodi cannot think about anything but getting finished with this so we can investigate to see what the buzzing is coming from.
It's the weirdest thing.
It did just sound like that something flew around our heads in the room and then over there, but we didn't see anything, so it's got to be going on in the attic.
Mm-hmm. Which is, if it's in the attic, don't you think that would be easier to tend to than a wall?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, easier than in the wall, but not as easy as outside,
No.
but it's in here somewhere.
Yeah. Great.
And now that I work 2 jobs, I don't have time to deal with it.
When you work one job, you didn't have time to deal
Actually,
with it.
3 jobs, 3 or 4, because I got this show as another job.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because you were going to get on it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'd have us.
Yeah.
I'd have us wasp, bee, or hornet free within a few minutes if I had the time.
It should be bothering you as much as it's bothering me.
Well, it is, but I'm also a broadcast professional, and I can concentrate on the task at hand until
Not me.
we're until we're finished.
Nope. Not me.
Yeah, Jodi gets obsessed with things that
Could destroy the home.
Well, no, not that. I'm just saying things that are left undone, and she's not good at procrastinating. Is that safe to say?
100%.
Even when you should
I
procrastinate.
don't like any
a little bit,
procrastinating.
you know.
Yeah. That's why we're a good fit. Because some of us don't mind it.
Well, I mean this is important, but I also know that we got to finish the show
Sure.
before we get on it. So
Okay.
I know that you can't focus on anything else right now because every time it buzzes, you're like, oh, we're going to get stung in the night and rip the whole house apart.
Uh-huh. I know. I am back on watching my Mormon housewife show.
All women are watching that, aren't they?
Yeah.
And is it especially trashy, and that's why women are watching it so much? Is
Kind of
it just
trashy.
like,
You know,
a bunch of trash women, and
I just wonder what the church thinks.
they don't like it.
They can't. I mean, it is not shedding a nice light on that religion.
I don't even know what. I know one thing that a star of the show, one of them said, and I can't imagine that the official Mormon church is.
What do you
behind
know?
it. That whatever they call soft swapping.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where they make out with each other's significant others and all, but they just don't
Yeah.
do
Well,
full relations.
That's the storyline, because this is the second season,
Yeah.
but that's the storyline that got them popular.
Yeah, and I can't imagine that if they're on TV and they're promoting that or saying that that's what they do and all that they are active in their Mormon church.
They are.
I don't believe that.
They are. Unless they're lying. I don't know. Didn't know. But they drink. I think we've talked about this before. There's that chain called Swig where they have all those drinks that are mixed with like Coke and flavors and all this stuff because they don't drink alcohol.
No, or caffeine.
But this Swig thing, it was funny because Lindsay and I text about this show. Lindsay, that's on the show. And she said, oh, you ought to look into getting one of those Swig franchises. She said, the one over here by me is just packed all the time. And then our daughter Lainey says the one in Nashville is packed all the time. She said, I think you can buy them cheap. I Googled that. Y'all want to know what a Swig franchise cost drink thing?
What?
I think it said 600,000 to $1 million. I screenshot that to Lindsay. I said, no, ma'am, we will not be having that franchise. And prices went up on that. I think it probably went up once the show.
Yeah. So, is it a brick and mortar store?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you can drive through, like a coffee shop, but you can get your crazy drinks or whatever they make. And then on the show, it shows them holding those cups where they've gone, like the styrofoam cup. But Lindsay was cracking me up. She was like, oh, God, you could probably do that cheap. And I screenshot her that price. I said, no, ma'am.
And is it made for Mormons?
No, it's just that those girls kind of shed light on the whole thing. Yeah.
All right.
But you can't. I mean, it's packed. A lot of people make those kinds of things at home.
Yeah.
Now, since that show.
Where you mix
Like a Diet Coke and a vanilla, what do you call it? Like a
pump of vanilla.
Yeah, a pump of vanilla.
Yeah.
A pump.
Okay. So you make soft drinks the way you would make coffee.
Yeah.
All right.
I noticed.
Sounds disgusting.
I know, and I noticed this season that they've got a lot of that. Is it that poppy drink?
Yeah.
And there's another one, I think. Anyway, they have the cans of that.
Well, they can drink regular soft drinks if it doesn't have caffeine. Like they can drink Sprite.
They're just mixing up.
Yeah, but I
All
mean that
this
doesn't
stuff.
have anything to do with being Mormon. You just can't have caffeine or alcohol. It's mainly the
Swig
caffeine.
doesn't. I wonder if this place doesn't have caffeine though.
I don't know. That's because I went to school my whole life with a girl who was a Mormon, and she always at school parties and stuff. If they had Coke. She always had Sprite because she couldn't have caffeine.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean I know about some Mormons.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if the same rules apply to these people on the TikTok.
Well, I mean if they're coming out and saying that they just make out with and heavy pet with,
They don't all say that. One did.
well,
Yeah.
that's the only one. I thought that the others talked. I read an article the other day in the New York Post that said that that people are doing that because they saw that woman do it
What?
on the show. Yeah. Now the people in the article weren't necessarily Mormons, but the Mormon Church has spoken against that
Oh, I'm sure.
for years.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have a question too, because where that takes place, that show, is it Salt Lake?
I don't know.
It's so funny because they show this view, like with a drone, and it's all these houses, but like at the end of the road is the big, huge church, and I'm thinking, is that really what it looks like, or did they make it look that way?
Oh, I don't know.
Because it's almost like it's a neighborhood, and there's a drone over it, and then at the end of the neighborhood is the huge church, and it's huge.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know because I don't know where it is.
It's very pretty there.
Yeah, and they're
Looks cold though.
nice people. But that's what I'm saying. The church would not be approving of what
Oh no.
the skank is doing.
No.
But I wonder what our preacher, Pastor Gary Hamrick of Cornerstone Chapel, would think of your supporting all of that trash.
I don't support it.
You
I just watch it.
Yeah, that's supporting.
Doesn't mean I support it.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't.
Because if
You
there
watch
weren't people
things that don't agree with your political views and you don't support it.
like what?
You have to do stuff, watch stuff to for your show prep and stuff. You have to look at things. I'm not saying
but I'm
a
looking at
constant
it.
show.
I'm looking at it to preach against it.
Same.
You're not talking against this Mormon.
I don't believe in the
housewives or
soft
whatever.
petting or whatever that is. I think it's disgusting.
I know, but the whole thing in general, though, is just,
don't
aren't they
turn-
just trashy?
Yeah, well, yes, some of them are. Some of them are.
That's just like when I used to aggravate women about Farrah Abraham because they thought she was so terrible and all that, and then I would say she's hot. Y'all need to just stop
You do the
being
same
jealous
thing
of
with
her.
Britney Spears,
Yeah, y'all just jealous.
but I think he
It's
likes
because,
her.
but I would do it with Farrah Abraham to illustrate that nobody would even know Farrah Abraham, and she wouldn't be, so popular and famous and all as she was at the time if they didn't watch her and support it.
You like
On that Teen Mom.
Do you secretly have a crush on Britney Spears?
God, no.
Please.
No.
Did
feel
I see
sorry for
something?
her.
Was it last week she had knives and the police came or something because they were worried
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
about her dogs?
Yeah, it happens. It's happened a few times.
What's her
I think.
problem with the
latest
dancing with
last
knives?
week? The big thing was that she got in trouble for smoking cigarettes on a flight, and she wouldn't put it out. And I
What?
think the police came on board and told her to put
Can
it.
somebody not help her?
They tried. They were, they said they were with that conservatorship and all, but I don't know how
The
much help they
big-
were giving her.
Big news was the Chrisleys getting out this week for me.
Oh yeah,
That was huge.
Todd and Julie Christie of Chrisley Knows Best
Mm-hmm.
got a pardon.
That was insane. I just watched a video on Instagram of the guy that does their hair, and he said it took 24 hours to get Julie's hair straight. because he had to strip it because she'd used, I guess, the box or whatever in prison.
Yeah.
And, they said she wasn't going to go back, but he just said he spent 24 hours stripping her hair to get it back to get it looking good, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if he colored. I don't know what he did, but he had to.
Yeah, I thought she said, I'm not going back to that mess. I'm not.
Well, Chase Chrisley
whatever.
was on Entertainment Tonight, and he said that his mom said she wasn't going to go back to that. And maybe she's not going back blonde. Maybe she's doing something else.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, if I was in prison for two plus years, I would look just like she did when she came out, if not worse, gray-headed. And not full pretty gray hair, spotty.
Yeah.
Because within 3 weeks of coloring my hair, I start getting little patches. I think women that have just all over gray hair, like my friend Vicky, she's so pretty. Like this, it's such a pretty color.
Yeah. And your grandmother had that.
Yeah. I'm just not there yet, I guess.
Well, if you would be.
No, I wouldn't. I
bet
asked
you
my
would.
hairdresser that, and she said no.
Well, right, because she's going to say, yeah, just let it go all gray and stop coming to me and giving me business.
I think the thing with me was it's here and some here. So then it would grow here probably, but then this is not ready yet. So I would just look like patchy.
Yeah, that'd be like if somebody came to me and said, do you think if I just quit listening to the radio, I would be better off? I'm going to say, no, you're not there yet. You're not at that stage
I
yet.
don't think I am all over gray yet at 54 years old. Ugh.
I'm just kidding, Miss Vicky. She got two Vickies in this story.
Oh, I do. Don't I?
Vicky the hairdresser and Vicky her friend.
And Vicky, the hairdresser, does Vicky, my friend's hair.
And Vicky the hairdresser is Vicky your friend as well. So
Yeah,
all of it.
everybody.
All right. Well,
All right, I got to get busy on this bee thing.
what are you going to do? You going to go up there?
No, but I'm going to make you. I'm going to go outside and see if I see anything.
Okay. Well, let's do that together.
No.
We'll hold
You go
hands.
upstairs.
Well, I'm not going up there if I can see what it is outside.
I'm so scared,
All right.
y'all.
We'll catch you up to date soon on what happens. Love you. Bye.
That's it for this week's edition of TJ and Jodi's House. Take care, and we'll see you next week. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to hear the new TJ and Riggins shows, archives, podcasts, watch the show, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
So by now, you've probably heard me talk about Mandu Charlotte, and ooh, it's my latest obsession. I love it, and it's only 15 minutes out of your day, and it feels like and looks like you've been in the gym for hours. What it is, they put electromuscle stimulation vests on you. You do little workout, 15-minute simple moves, but the vest stimulates your muscles, and I'm telling you, tones, lengthens, strengthens. You're going to look better. You're going to feel better. You're going to achieve those weight loss goals. Check out Mandu Charlotte, and your first one is free. Go to tjriggins.com/fitness.